everybody, it's Miss Ryson and Fred here, and we're here today to do some spelling with you. We're looking at some set one words today. That means that all the spellings that we're doing today contain the set one sounds. I hope you're ready to do some tricky words today. Okay, before we start, we need to warm our brains up. So we're going to look at some of our set one sounds to make sure that we know them really well, because the more we practice them, the better we are with them. So I need your magnet eyes. Can you show me them? Fabulous. I can see you're ready. Let's go. I, D, K, S, O, W, Z, H, V, J, O, L, Q, K, A, L, S, E, Y, X, P, R, N, Sh, Q, G, B, A, P, N, T. Wonderful, children. Give yourself a big marshmallow clap because that was excellent sounds. Brilliant. Okay, so for our next part, you either need a pen or a pencil and a whiteboard or a piece of paper. So if you haven't got one, pause the video now and quickly go and get one. Fabulous. Okay, right. Fred is going to help us with the words today. But before he does, we need to warm up those Fred fingers of yours because we need to be using them today. So, can you show me your Fred fingers? Fabulous. Turn them around so that you're looking at them. Can you move them up and stretch them out? Squeeze them in a ball and stretch them out. Excellent. One more time. Squeeze them in a ball and stretch them out. Can you give them a little wiggle? Excellent. Well done, children. I think they're ready. Do you think they're ready, Fred? Fabulous. Okay, right, Fred, can you give us our first word? Oh, okay, children. It's the word, my turn, your turn. Ready? And. That's a word we use a lot, Fred, so it's important that we learn to spell that word. And. How many Fred fingers, children, do we need for that word? And. Show me. You're right, children, we do. We need 3 Fred fingers. Let's squeeze the sounds together. A, N, D, and. One more time. A, N, D, and. Excellent. Let's try and write that down. So we've got our A, N, D. A, N, D. And. A, N, D. And. Can you write that down for me? Excellent. Fred, can you give us word number 2, please? My turn, your turn. Dog. 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 Do you have a pet dog at home? I bet some of you do. Dog. How many Fred fingers do we need for that word? Dog. Show me. Yes, you're right. It's 3. Let's squeeze those sounds together. D, O, G. Dog. Dog. write it down, children. Well done. Let's write it on the board so you can check to see if you were correct. So we had our 3 Fred fingers. D, O, G. Dog. Give yourself a tick if you got the D. Give yourself a tick if you got the O. And give yourself a tick if you got the G. Dog. Don't worry if you didn't spell it right. Just write it correctly next to it so that you can remember for next time. Fred, I think we're ready for word number 3. Oh, okay. My turn, your turn. Gap. 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 How many Fred fingers do we need for that word? Show me. You're right, it's 3. Let's squeeze those sounds together. G, A, P. Gap. Write it down, children. I can see some super spelling there. Okay, let's go through it together so you can check. G, A, P. Gap. Give yourself a tick for the G, give yourself a tick for the A, and give yourself a tick for the P. Gap. Okay, Fred, we're ready for word number 4. Got. 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 Okay. Have a go at writing that word down, children. Got. Remember, think about your Fred fingers. Squeeze the sounds and then write it down. Off you go. Oh, it's fabulous. I can see you checking on your Fred fingers. Wonderful. Okay, let's have a go on the board. See if you were correct. Our first sound was G, O, T. Got. G, O, T. Got. Give yourself a tick if you got the G, give yourself a tick if you got the O, and give yourself a tick if you got the T. Got. Excellent. Really good, children. Oh, yeah, Fred, I think we'll have one more word today before we let the children get on with all their other jobs. So, give us one more word, Fred. Ooh, okay. Pan. 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 Like you need to use a pan when you're cooking, don't you? A frying pan. Pan. Okay, how many Fred fingers do we need for that word? Squeeze those sounds and then write it down. Remember to check your word, make sure your sounds are in the right order. Okay, let's write it on the board so you can see. So we had 3 Fred fingers. A, P, A, pan. Give yourself a tick if you remembered the P. Give yourself a tick if you remembered the A. And give yourself a tick if you remembered the pan. Have a look at your whiteboard or your piece of paper. Do you have lots of ticks on there, children? Oh, you are such super spellers. Well done. You've worked really hard today. We've practiced our set 1 sounds and then you've spelt 5 words. Excellent. Should we read them so we can remind ourselves what we've written? And, dog, gap, got, pan. Excellent. You've worked really hard today. You're all super spellers. See you soon.